language. It is written in mathematical language, without which it is humanly impossible to comprehend a single word. Galileo, father of modern science. This probably is the most convincing words of learning mathematics I came across. Hello everyone, my name is Rucha and I am here to show you all the fun and colourful side of an often considered boring subject, mathematics. But wait, don't hate me for choosing this topic or stop listening to me, because I have no intention of boring you all with complex trigonometric ratios or mathematical calculations. Instead, I am here to simply tell you all how I fell in love with the subject. But before I begin, let's play a small game. Try to guess the meaning of the following shloka. Chaturadhikam shatamashtagunam dvashashti tatha sahasranam ayutadvaya vishkambhasya sanno vritta parinahaha. The ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter is a value constant denoted by the value pi. Its value was given by our very own Indian mathematician Aryabhatta, and you'll all be surprised to know that his interpretation was correct to 4 decimal places. Wasn't he precise? But why am I telling you all about it? It is just to show you all that mathematics is magic. Even though weird-looking symbol we all noticed for the first time in our 4th standard textbooks seems to have some science behind it. From the previous time, let's come to the present day now. Let's talk about the first place where we get a glimpse of this mysterious subject. It's school, isn't it? Even though mathematics is more than arithmetic, children who can't multiply or divide fast are made to think that they are not good at mathematics. And this is not so. But how will I convince you all this is not so? Let's talk about an example for that. How many of you fear water or think that swimming is difficult? Honestly, even I was one of you all. But later I realized that getting rid of the fear of water is quite like getting rid of the fear of mathematics. And it's quite simple. But how? You just can't sit on the shore and think that the water is deep and swimming will be difficult. You actually need to get into the water and gain confidence in it, right? Similarly, you can't just flip through a few high standard textbooks of mathematics and tell that mathematics is difficult. If you want to learn it, you need to get into it. You need to know more about it. If you try to stay away from it, you will neither learn nor enjoy it. To make it even clearer, let's talk about another example. Think about Mysore Pak, rather the tastiest Mysore Pak. Now think, what makes it the tastiest? All Mysore Paks have the same ingredients: sugar, ghee, basin, etc. But this special Mysore Pak has all the ingredients in the right quantity, quality, proportion and order. This is an example of applied mathematics. The recent discoveries and inventions in the field of mathematics are remarkable for sure. But when I came across a few ancient but ingenious discoveries, I was speechless. Now when we talk about the ancient discoveries, it would be unfair to not talk about the Greeks, because they were known to be one of the most wise and intelligent people of ancient times. We use few of their discoveries even today, like the Olympics, the odometer, and the discovery of the fact that our earth is round. The last discovery that I said was actually credited to Pythagoras, but there was still a very strong belief among the Greeks that our planet was flat. I recently came across a Carl Sagan video which explains exactly how the Greeks started believing the fact that earth is round. So here it goes. In around 240 BC, there lived a scientist, mathematician, geographer, philosopher, and a librarian named Eratosthenes. One day, as he was reading a book, he came across a very interesting account that said that at a certain moment, the sun cast a considerably long shadow of a temple tower in Cyrene, whereas at the same moment, it cast no shadow of a pillar in Alexandria. These two places were 800 kilometers far from each other. Eratosthenes wondered how this was possible, because if our planet was flat, it meant that the sun should cast the same length of shadows at any two pillars of any two places on Earth. As he realized that there was an error in their belief, he performed a few experiments and calculations with the help of an assistant, after which he finally concluded that the only answer to this weird phenomenon could be the fact that our Earth is curved. Not only that, but greater the curvature, greater the difference between the length of shadows at any two places. And do you all realize that this discovery was made 2000 years ago? And the only tools Eratosthenes used were eyes, sticks, feet, plus a zest or curiosity for an experiment. Okay, let's do something interesting now. Time for a quick question. Nina Gupta received an award for which achievement of hers? I repeat, Nina Gupta received an award for which achievement of hers? Now, while thinking about the answer to this question, let's be honest with each other and admit that half of us are thinking Bollywood actress Nina Gupta has been awarded a Filmfare or something for her performance in the film Badhai Ho, while the other half of us are still thinking, who is Nina Gupta? Time to break the suspense. Here's the answer, guys. Dr. Nina Gupta, Associate Professor at the Mathematics Unit of Indian Statistics Institute, has been awarded the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize in 2019, and she has been declared the youngest person to achieve this award till date. But why am I telling you all about it while we were talking about something entirely different? It is just to tell you all that if we follow a few mathematical trends and keep track of a few mathematical prizes with the same zeal as we follow the latest Bollywood songs and newest celebrity news, we will realize that mathematics is equally interesting and entertaining. Want to know about another superwoman whose superpower was mathematics? Catherine Coleman Goebel Johnson, American mathematician whose calculations were critical to the success of first and subsequent US space flights by NASA. And in 2015, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Barack Obama. But unfortunately, a few days back we lost her. And with her, we lost one of the most efficient mathematicians of all times in the world. Are you all realizing the various fields in which mathematics is equally important? Till now, we have discussed about cooking, geography, astrophysics, but there are more. Time to give another example. I go to Bharatanatyam dance classes since I was 5, and now I've slowly started to understand why my dance teacher kept reminding me the importance of symmetry in dance. That was because if lines, angles, symmetry and a few expressions are kept in mind while dancing, the dance automatically looks graceful and beautiful. Ending my speech with an anecdote from the British mathematician G.H. Hardy about the number 1729. It is an interesting number and now known as the Hardy-Ramanujan number. In Hardy's own words, he said, "Once I remembered visiting Ramanujan in the hospital when he was ill. I had ridden in the taxi cab number 1729 and remarked that it was a very dull number and I hope it is not an unfavorable omen." No, Ramanujan said. He said that it is the smallest number which is expressible as the sum of two cubes in two different ways. Doesn't he deserve to be called as the father of mathematics? He was also my inspiration behind taking this topic. I would like to thank each and every teacher, guide and person who helped me change my opinion about mathematics. I hope you all love my take on it. Thank you.